welcome back to the Salmon FM with me, Mitchell. What can I say? Season 3 of my Motherwell series has gone terrible again. I do not know how I'm still employed here at Fir Park, but lo and behold, the chairman has not saw fit to sack me, not even offer me a ultimatum to get so many points. So, shall we dive in and see how disappointed they actually are? So we'll start in the competitions, and as you can see, we are 4th in the league. Not so bad considering it is European football. However, Europa Conference, we were knocked out in the group stage, which was to be expected. We lost in the William Hill Scottish Cup, and we lost in the Betfred Cup. So we haven't achieved our targets. Naturally, the club are disappointed. They're disappointed in me. And I'm kind of annoyed myself, especially because of the way our performances have been going. Now, we are playing our last game of the season against the champions Rangers, and I'll say it now, I hate Ryan Kent, and this is why I hate Ryan Kent. The guy has scored 12 goals in his 28 Premiership appearances, and I can guarantee you now most of those goals are against us. So I am hoping, fingers crossed, that he misses the bus. So a little look at how we've been getting on since you guys last joined us in the 2-0 win against Dunfermline. We continued some good form, winning in the Premiership against Hearts, beating Queen of the South on penalties and beating Kilmarnock, as well as a bit of traffic light action throughout the season there with a couple of defeats against Celtic, Dundee, Aberdeen, and since then, yeah, we're currently on a run of 4 games without a win, and the newspapers are reckoning I'm up for the sack. Even though I don't think I've ever been sacked on a C- from the club before. However, a defeat against Rangers today could change everything. So, without waiting any longer, shall we get into today's game? Because I've tweaked the tactics very slowly. So here's the tactic I'm going to be using, which we've switched to. I can't take credit for this tactic because it is a tactic I've saw on Omega Luke's channel. If you haven't heard of Omega Luke, what are you doing? He's a great YouTuber and he's churning out content left, right and centre, and it's a top quality. It does do a lot of player highlights and a lot of player sort of wonder kids for the future, a bit like what my series did. I will link a thingy to mine and to Omega Luke's channel in the description. Now, he has tested this tactic with Real Hispanes, or as they're more commonly known to us as Real Betis, and as well as Fulham. So I'm hoping with tweaking tactic we can sort of upset Rangers a little bit, and yeah, I think if I am still in charge of this club in the next season, I am gonna have to tweak a couple of players and make a few signings. So let's jump into today's game. So I've given the boys a good pep talk in the dressing room before the guys' game, and I'm hoping they can repay my faith in some of them. I ain't got an absolute rare. Kick-off highlights are never good, and they're never good for me really, as they are literally just going to pass it around. And do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they scored, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was Ryan bloody Kent who pops up with a goal. They're going to whip it in. Look, there's just no pressing, no pressing. Where are you? Let's be having ya, as old Delia would say. Knocked it straight over the top. Terry Weston. Ooh, it's a nice save from Fergie. Fergie's come on leaps and bounds this year, so at least I am pleased with his progress. Sandy Bryson has been doing bits for Falkirk in the league below, so I'll be giving him a chance in the first team next season. As Ben Pearson's been attracting quite a bit of attention from Championship clubs. I did accept a £5 million as Jason Cummins scores his 41st of the season. As I was saying, I did accept a £5 million offer for Ben Pearson in the January transfer window, but he wasn't interested in talking to Notts Forest. So, yeah, that deal fell through. So we skipped forward a little bit of time, and we'll start with a highlight back on our own line. So here we go. Hopefully we can put Rangers to the sword. It'll be a nice end of season victory for us, and proof that I should have changed the tactic a little bit sooner. Oh, as Hannibal Lecter clears it. As far as Mr. Mark O'Hara, Mr. Versatile himself. I do think centre-back could be an issue for me next year. As we scored again, Logan Chalmers. Boom! That's what we like to see. Definitely should have changed sooner. Definitely should have changed the formation. So again, not much has happened for a good 10-15 minutes here, but we come back, a highlight for us. I'm quite liking this tactic already. As we're 2-0 up, of course I'm going to like it. As Humey gets it out wide, and he's got to win the penalty there. No, Chalmers gets it. Cummings, Pearson. Ah, I thought that was 3. I thought that was going to be the 3rd. What a shame. So, right before half time. And there's Pearson, he gets it. Can we do anything? Croft Derbyshire finds Cummings. Boom. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. Our season is going to turn around from here. Hang on. What? Too late, but never mind. It sets us up nicely for next year. So half time, I gave the boys a cup of tea. Haha, Ryan Kent's been taken off. I hate Ryan Kent. So I gave the boys a nice cup of tea and a couple of biscuits, and we sat around like a bunch of old ladies and discussed how well that first half went. Jason Cummins decided to tell me that he wanted to score a few more goals. I said, well, it's not my job, it's his job. And then Devante Cole started doing some weird dance, so I didn't know what to make of that. For a game that's heralded 23 shots combined for each team, there's not been many highlights, so I apologise for that. But we have jumped ahead to the 76th minute, and it brings us another attack. As Jackie Byrne brings it down the right, he finds Croft Derbyshire, who's whipped it in, and it's fallen to Devante. That's what you get for doing a silly dance at half time. Okay, so I've had to make one change. I brought Croft Derbyshire on. He was signalling that he needed a Jaffa Gate, so I've took him off, and Robertson's come on at right back. Not his natural position, but still, he can cover there. As Fergie's collected it and distributed it straight to Jackie Byrne. Jackie Byrne, can you do any magic? The little Irishman finds Devante, who finds Chalmers, Logan Chalmers. The absolute dismantling of Rangers FC. I think this is my favourite episode of the series so far. And we're not actually playing for anything. Okay, so it is the last kick of the game, I assume, and Rangers do have a corner. I'm hoping we can keep a clean sheet. It'll be nice for Fergie to finish with one as they whip it in. And it is semi-cleared, and there goes the full-time whistle. Game, set and match. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say thank you for checking out the channel, checking out the series. There's some great content creators out there, and they are all doing absolutely wonderful things. They're all growing, they're all sharing, and it's an absolute great feeling to be a part of this community. I'm not going to do an end of season review video this season. I am just going to crack on with next season. Football Moaning is due to return, and I have a great guest lined up for us this weekend. And that's enough from me. I hope you all you had a great new year. Sadly, we're all in tier 4, and yeah, hopefully it can only get better from here. Guys, thank you very much. I will see you soon, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button.